By my mid-30s, I was living in London. I originally come from Cape Town, South Africa. Decided that I wanted to do something good with my life. I wanted to do something better with my life than what I had around me. And I moved to the UK, got on a plane for the first time at about 2021, left my country, South Africa, for the first time, and started just going after a more successful life. By my time is very warped, especially because I was hit by a car 6 years ago in a hit-and-run collision. So my timelines aren't always correct. Neither is my speech. I don't spoke very good English sometimes, but I think it was early 30s. And I was walking through central London between Leicester Square and Piccadilly Circus. And I was thinking about the fact that I was an award-winning personal trainer or transformation coach. Yes, it really must have been early 30s. And I published a book. I was in the Daily Mail newspaper. My book launch was anyway, not me. There's my ego. And I had already done a professional fight. And I was reflecting on a lot of the amazing things that I'd already done in my life. And I still felt like a child. I went to the UK at 2021, but by 31, I still feel like a child today. Most people would say I don't act like a grown up. Definitely don't act like a normal 44-year-old, that's for sure. But as I was walking through and feeling, not just thinking about my success and my achievements and accomplishments and progress and feeling it, I was really feeling it. And I was just really feeling so grateful. And I thought, because I've studied all of my life, I thought, what one thing above everything else and anything else has allowed me to become the man that I am today, to have the life that I have, the career that I have or had? Anyway, the answer came to me so quickly and so easily. And it was this. I hope you can see that. That's a P. It was people. The people in my life. If there was one significant contributing factor towards my success at the time, it was the people who I chose to surround myself with, the people that I chose to allow into my inner circle, the people that I chose to work with. This allowed me to continuously elevate my life. And it wasn't neurolinguistic programming. It wasn't sports psychology, performance psychology. It wasn't mantras, affirmations. All of these things are at the center of my life. Meditation, movement, journaling, questioning everything. Or as my clients know, asking, assessing, and adjusting. It was people. It was people. And it's not just people in general. It's one, having boundaries around people that you don't let in your life, but also it's understanding what kind of people need to be in your life, because you need three kinds of people. If you're here and you want to keep elevating your life, you want to keep improving your life, you need three kinds of people. You need people that pour into you, teachers, guides, coaches, mentors, and they don't have to be in your life personally. They can be someone that you read their books, or you watch their talks, or you listen to their podcasts on YouTube. You need people where you pour into each other, because of the base of our human existence is the need for connection. Once again, it's not just people, it's knowing to choose the right people and the right environments that those people are in. And then thirdly, I would say arguably the most important one, or that these two aren't enough without this third type. First, it's people pouring into you, teachers, guides, mentors, coaches, advisors, people that you pour into each other, like-minded, like-hearted people, friends. And then it is people that you pour into. Because that is where your purpose lies. Not just here hanging out and not just in learning. What's the point of learning if you're not doing something with that knowledge? If you're not doing something with what you've acquired for the benefit of others? Life is about purpose and life is about progress. When you have these three kinds of people in your life, you have both purpose and progress. Because you see, the progress comes from surrounding yourself with people better than you, higher energy than you. Some of my clients, they don't need me. They just like to borrow my energy, or they like to borrow my belief, or they like to borrow my presence, or at times borrow my calm. That's why you need people, quote unquote, better than you. Because if you don't own something yet or know something yet, you can borrow their belief or their knowledge until you can eventually own it yourself. And then when you do own it yourself, you can go and share it with your friends if you want to, but it's not their job to even like what you have to say. That's for these people. As you keep growing and elevating your life, you don't try and pour into your teachers. You're the student. That's the wrong place. You don't try and pour into your friends or your family. They don't need to understand. They don't need to get it. They don't need to be sold on what you do. These are the people that you're selling to. Your people. Your people further down the mountain than you, and you know you can help them get to here. Now you get to choose whatever that is that you want to help them up that mountain with. But this is what gives you purpose. It could be that you're a CEO in a company and you're helping the company become successful and therefore the people within the company. It can be that you're a coach. It can be that you're a coach in terms of personal development. It can be that you're an AI coach. It could be that you're a coach of a football team. It could be that you coach your kids and you dedicate your life to your kids being your people that you pour into. But when you have these three people, you will continue to elevate the quality of your life, starting here. Keep surrounding yourself with people that are better than you. It can't just be in one area of your life. It doesn't mean that they're better than you as a person, but there's something about that person that you like, that you aspire to be like, that you'd like to learn from or learn more about. Keep finding those people. And as you keep finding people higher and higher and higher in terms of how they can lead you and guide you and teach you and coach you and mentor you, then all of this shifts up. When you keep finding these higher vibrational people, let's call it that, when you keep finding these better mentors and teachers, when you keep finding these people that raise you up with their energy or their certainty or their clarity, confidence, calm, whatever it is that you're borrowing from them, by you hanging out with better and better people and learning from better people, the people that you spend time with will also change. Because the gap will increase and you'll realize, hey, the people that I used to hang out with, some of them I don't really connect with anymore. I feel like I've moved on, or rather, I've moved up in my life. So your friend circles change. Maybe the relationships with people in your family change. That's okay. You're born into your family. You don't have to die with your family. You can love your family, but you can choose to love them from afar. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be that way. You can ride or die with your family right up until your last day. But if your family or your friends or any of your friends are costing you your peace and your growth, then really there's a conversation to be had. And then, because generally the people you spend time with are better, because the people you learn from are better, more qualified, more experienced, more successful, guess what happens? You have more skills, you have more competence to be able to take people further up the mountain. So these people, the people that you teach, also changes. This is how my life continues to change. And the reason why I decided to do this video is because just this week, twice this week, I've been thinking, I need to revisit this. I've been going through many transitions in my life over the last 2 years. And I've realized that I've stopped paying attention to what I really used to, really, R-E-A-L-L-Y, my accent. I've stopped paying attention to what I really used to pay attention to, which was this. So now my goal, because I'm always elevating, I'm always looking to rise, I'm always looking to become more than I am, to achieve more, succeed more, proceed more. I've realized that I need to go do this work again, because that's the beauty of everything that I've ever taught and coached on and mentored on, is I do this same work. I only ever share with my clients and my students what has worked for me. If it hasn't worked for me in my life and I've read it in a book or in a qualification or something, I will not teach it unless I have life experience from it. And this works. So now I'm looking for these people. These people are great, right? These are mostly my clients. I don't socialize. I don't drink. I don't go out at night. For now anyway, I'm not labeling myself as a person that doesn't do things or does do things. Right now in my life, I care about my mission, my purpose, my vision, my fitness, and my family, my kids, my partner. But of course, I want to be able to help more people, inspire more people, encourage, coach, mentor, teach, impact more people or at a higher level. So what do I have to do? I have to go and get me some more teachers, borrow me some more belief, go get some more energy, go get some more certainty. Not for where I already am. I already am here, but I want to go to here. And if I don't own what I need to get to that next level, this is where you go and find people to borrow what you need so you can get further up to where they are. And then once you've done that and you've got better teachers or teachers that are better for you, coaches, mentors, energy exchanges. Like I said, some of my clients pay me just because they want to be around this energy because it puts them into action. It reminds them who the fuck they are. Once you have that, and you have your new friends or your new colleagues, or you've upgraded your team and you start helping more people or in more ways or in better and bigger ways, you've elevated the quality of your life. And then stay there if you choose. Hang out there for a while. Or if you want to keep elevating again, keep going back to, in my humble opinion, what is one of the most important things in your life: the people in your life. I would say almost 15 years ago now, walking through London from Leicester Square to Piccadilly Circus, I realized that reflecting on my life, and I think I was even laughing walking in the street because I was so overwhelmed with gratitude. You see, I grew up in South Africa, and if you told me I was going to have that life at 30s, never mind the life I have now, being a father, living in Thailand, being a Muay Thai fighter, being an ultra distance athlete, 10 times author, stadium champion. There's no way you could have convinced me when I was a kid that this would be my life. But I realized that what had got me to that was people, connection, community, coaching. And now at 44, it's still the case for me. I'm rarely, or I put a lot of attention on to who I give my attention to and who I allow into my world. Because everyone in your life is either lifting you up or pulling you down. It's not a matter of if they are lifting you up or down. Everyone is lifting you up or down, raising you or lowering you, helping you go forward or pulling you back. The question is, which direction are they taking you? Or which direction are you going? Not to be pointing blame or playing blame FM, oh, it's their fault or it's their fault. Which direction are you being pulled because of the people that you have in your life? Now, my clients spend time with me in different ways. One-to-one, mentoring, mostly business owners, founders, entrepreneurs. I have a handful of private clients because pretty much I speak to my clients every day, or at least we do an exchange every day. And for at least the last probably 8-9 years, I don't like to have more than 10 clients because I've always done other things. I speak at events, conferences. I'm also now a partner of what is going to be one of the best Muay Thai and fitness facilities in Thailand. And I'm building this business as the greatest passion project of my life. I've been running retreats in Thailand for over 10 years. 21 or 22 retreats, I think, maybe even 23. Hundreds of people have come through my 7-day transformational retreats under my own personal brand. Now I'm doing it under our gym, Phuket Chalong Muay Thai Gym. Our next retreat is on the 15th to the 21st. I'll have to double check that date, but 15th to the 21st. That's a Sunday until a Saturday. 15th to the 21st of November this year, where I invite people to come and spend 7 transformational days with me. And I put you in a position where you have the best of these people. I've been known by many people for many years for putting really amazing people together. So you'll spend time with these kind of people, just hanging out, enjoying, experiencing, training. And then with the clarity of the 7-day reset, you go back and you improve this area, the people that you lead. It might be your kids, it might be your partner, it might be your family, your community, your company. I don't know. I need to find out more about you first. And those are the ways in which I help people right now to continue to elevate the quality of their life, either private mentoring or my retreats or our retreats. If you're interested in finding out more, if you know that you are not quite tapped into your full potential and that this resonates with you, then get in touch with me by dropping me a private message and let's have a chat.